This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's talk about the whole controversy surrounding Michael Cole. And of course, we know what his creative is going to be here. But just briefly for a moment, he's your lead announcer, but he's also in a heavy heel role. Usually that's reserved for color commentary. As more of a wrestling purist, what do you think of that? He's doing play-by-play. He's our lead voice, but he's the bad guy. That's a little different.
I thought it was a philosophical mistake. You have to trust your play-by-play guy.
Right.
The play-by-play guy is like the point guard of your broadcast team. It's his job to get talent over, as all announcers have that obligation. But he's also to feed lines, feed scenarios, feed opportunities to the antagonists, if there's more than one or one antagonist on the team. You know, that was the one thing about the dynamic with Lawler and I think that may have contributed to us being broken up in 2008 or whenever it was on the draft. That maybe Lawler became more of a baby face because people were so used to seeing him. I used to tell Jerry, I said, you know, you and I are nothing but a couple of pair of worn out but well broken in house shoes. and Vince likes controversy and the cutting edge. And of course, in my situation, I've been fighting this. That was 2008. That was 13 years ago, I think, right? Was that my math right, Conrad?
The situation we're talking about now is 2011, but when you guys were split up was 08. Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it was, Vince wanted to get younger, and Lawler's older than I, but he's also probably more talented than me. He's always a star of the show. I always said that to him. He used to get embarrassed about that, but I believed it. So I think it was just a matter of changing faces and stuff like that. I thought it was unnecessary. I didn't like it because I'm hypocritical in this regard. I've always said that living in your comfort zone is a kiss of death.
Right.
And I think, but I will say that Jerry and I were very comfortable working together. And but I don't think it affected our results or how we sounded. We were together in that regard. We were a little comfortable. And of course, Vince is not a big guy on comfort. Keep everybody on their toes, keep on guessing what's going to be next, so forth. So, but anyway, I think that the play-by-play guy, back to our point, your question, good question. People got to trust him.
Mm-hmm.
How do you trust a heel who lies part of the time or embellishes or exaggerates to the level that, oh, wait a minute, is he telling me the truth, or is this part of his character, or? And I think that's kind of what that was. So I think Michael got put into a very daunting situation. And I think the truth be known, and he was willing to say he wasn't comfortable with it either. But that was the assignment. And I will say this for Michael Cole. He works his ass off. He's worked through a lot of hardships, his wife's physical situation or illness over the years. He's a good family man. I got a lot of time for Michael Cole. But he was kind of in the position where Schiavone followed solely.
Yep.
You can't win it.
Yep.
And Tony, to his credit, handled that as well as anybody could. He basically ignored it and went on about his business. And I think Cole was in a scenario where he was following JR and the King, and it was tough on him. So, pardon me, I thought philosophically it was the shits, because it put your voice, your truth teller, your guy that looked at things objectively in a very bad light. And I don't know if you ever got over it, Conrad. To this very day, I don't know if he's ever got over it. I don't know if people fully trust him or not. I don't know that. But I have a lot of respect for his work, and I like him. And here I am talking about WWE too much. So I guess these guys that are tweeting us can have some new content, because we know it's important for your life to understand these things, because it's a serious matter. It really is. It's kind of like I'm getting my first COVID shot later today. And that's pretty.
Congratulations. That's a
Thank
big
you.
deal.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I hope it keeps me alive a little longer.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I'll be good. I'm all for that deal now. That cash and creative works out for me. So, but anyhow, I think it was a mistake. It was Vince trying something different. And sometimes in his world, doing things differently is always better. Let's change things up. Why? Because you're bored with it or because it's not working? And more often than not, it seems to me like it's because he's a little bored with it.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.